Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome to Earth. Come and find your feet today. Come and ground into your being today. Enjoy the gift of Earth today. Receive the gift of Earth today. That is what is here for you. So I'm inviting you to come and settle. I am imagining all of us coming and joining together, creating a circle on the ground, perhaps with a beautiful fire in the middle to warm us up, and the sun shining down. Perhaps in your vision it's nighttime, whatever it is. Come and let's come together, even though we're not in a Zoom room or in a physical room. There is so much power that we hold just through the intention of connecting our hearts together. So actually just in this moment, breathe into your heart space. And as you breathe into your heart space, setting the intention that we are connecting all of our hearts together, there is beautiful collective energy coming through. The connection that we have together and the connection that we have together as human beings on Mother Earth. And before I started this reading, please say hi if you're watching live, whether it's in YouTube or Facebook. I pulled a card before pressing record, and you can't make this up. It's Earthwalk. I actually pulled this card, I think, earlier this week as well. I think it might have been for fire. And that was the most grounded fire activation that I've ever run. And in fact, this journey through the elements has felt to be very, very grounding. And I'm going to read a short extract from this book from Earthwalk. Mother Gaia is now holding us in place, waiting for our shared remembrance. And I feel like that's the collective energy that I've been connecting to in relation to Earth today. She is the eternal spark that also lives at the root of our personal and collective healing, so that we can walk ourselves home with more unified grace. Open your life to her sentient, primordial love. Let her wisdom help release any tethers that have bound you in place. Regulate your steps with the pulse of her heart. So what's coming through is this connection to Mother Earth, this deep and ancient connection to Mother Earth, that yes, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that is exactly it. It is a human experience. We are deeply connected to Mother Earth. And when we work with energy, what can happen sometimes is that we find ourselves almost staying in that cycle of healing, of spiritual awakening, of healing, and the earth element brings us down to earth, so that we are not just dreaming about what we are wanting to create and thanking fire for igniting the passion, thanking air for the ability to see the truth and communicate. Earth gives us the ability to be deeply embodied in a very balanced way so that we can take action that is glorious and joyful versus taking steps. So I love this. Regulate your steps with the pulse of Mother Earth's heartbeat versus taking steps where you are not deeply connected to your root, your truth. When you take steps out of alignment, that is when you experience the push, the hustle, the grind, the burnout. And so the word that dropped in when I connected in before pressing record was homeostasis. And so we have the ability now to receive that energy of homeostasis, which is balance, harmony, and peace. Homeostasis is often used in relation to the physical body, where you can experience homeostasis, where everything in your body is working as it should. Everything is balanced. But we can also experience homeostasis, not just in our physical bodies, but in our emotional bodies, in our heart space, in our intellect. And earth is the element that supports us to ground that homeostasis in. Earth shows us where we are not nourishing ourselves. So nothing happens in isolation. And that's what, when homeostasis dropped in, that became clear to me to share this message to you, which is that when we are launching, when we are expanding a business, when we are diving into something that excites us, when we are working on a relationship, perhaps when we are going through a healing process, whatever is happening in our lives or wherever our attention and focus is going, it is never in isolation. And this is one of the reasons why so many people experience burnout when they go through a typical launch process where they feel that they have to basically put their life on hold. And many people do that. I'm launching for the next 2 weeks, so don't call me. I'm launching for the next 2 weeks, so I'm not going to get any sleep. I'll rest afterwards. Nothing happens in isolation. And the more that we can integrate all parts of our lives in a balanced, grounded way, the more that we actually have the energy and the inspiration and the capacity and the joy and the magnetism to create. So healing doesn't happen in isolation. Launching doesn't happen in isolation. This is where the homeostasis comes in. And this is what we're going to activate when we connect into and move through the activation in this session today. As you're listening, please share as we go along if there is anything. So this is an opportunity for you now to look at, okay, where am I not balanced? Where am I out of kilter? And then feel free to share. I just want to look at my notes and see before we move into the tapping in, what else is coming through, what else I wrote down to share. I wrote down the question, how can I nourish myself and honor myself in all areas? And so if you're listening and you have a pen and paper handy, then perhaps just pick up your pen now and answer that question. I will be actually prompting a few questions as we move through this process. Then I'm inviting you to look at your relationships, your home life, your family, your friends, your health, your adventure, your own self-nourishment, your own self-care, your own physical body. So your health, your career, your curiosities, all aspects of your life. Where do you feel to be out of kilter? And the word that I would love for you to take on is nourishment. So often when we try and get into balance or try and get into homeostasis, as an example, if we just take our physical bodies, then we think, oh, okay, we need to look after our bodies. So I need to go on a diet. I need to start a exercise routine, and it becomes almost a punishment. Punishment is not nourishment. So if you ever feel like you're punishing yourself, then take a step back and say, okay, how can I shift this from a sense of punishment to a sense of nourishment, nurturing, cherishing, treasuring you, your heart, your emotions, your body, your being, your business, your ideas, your creativity. Okay. Beautiful. So today is beautiful in the sense that we're going to start grounding in the clearing. So fire, we ignited our passion through the burning away of old stories, old ways of being, old patterns, addictions, anything that is not serving us, that is keeping us stuck. We did a burning, 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 and in that way creating a clearing so that we're able to ignite what it is that we truly desire. Air was another form of clearing so that we're able to see the truth, see the glory of what it is that we are creating, understand what we are creating. And because we understand it, we're able to express and communicate. And now Earth gives us the ability to ground and take action. So Earth is often where the systems and the structures come into play. So yesterday I did a post where I wrote down a whole lot of rules that you may have heard or you may have fallen into when you are expanding your business or launching something that is close to your heart. That this needs to happen first before that can happen. And the truth is that there is nothing wrong with anything that I wrote down there. So you may love to grow your email list. You may love to create a funnel. You may revel in your high ticket offer. All of those things of you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. There is nothing wrong with them, right? We're burning the idea that it has to happen first in order to, or that it is a rule. What happens when you burn away all of that is you're now standing on solid ground. Thank you, Earth. You're now finding your feet in alignment with your truth so that you can then look and joyfully choose what you desire based on your truth because it feels good, because you are feeling as if you are leaning in that direction. And so then you may choose, oh, okay, I'm going to create a beautiful free offer, or I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to do one-on-one coaching, or I'm going to create a funnel, or I'm going to create a sales page. All of those things that were listed there that we've now burnt away, you can now choose from deep knowing, understanding, clarity. And so when we use the elements to launch, it gives us that unwavering, deep knowing and belief in what it is that we are creating so that we are able to take the action that is alignment with what is flowing through us. Because the action is where so many beautiful souls get stuck, is they have these ideas and then they're just not able to move and take the next step. But that's because potentially that clearing work hasn't been done. The igniting into the truth, the action that they've been trying to take is action that isn't aligned for them because they think they need to do it in order to, not because it is something that is flowing through them. So I'd like you to open up to beautiful systems and structures and templates and blueprints, but it's almost as if those systems and structures and all of the stability and the grounding and perhaps the automation or whatever it is, it happens in the wake of your flow. Right. Okay. So let's drop in. Let's ground in. When you are ready, close your eyes. Start slowing your breath down if it feels good. And I'm inviting you to just open up to the idea of receiving alchemy through the element of earth. As you are breathing in, I'm inviting you to feel how your breath is dropping you into your physical body. And as you are exhaling, your physical body is relaxing. Your in-breath is connecting you into your humanity, your humanness, your being in this lifetime, your presence in this lifetime, your energy in this lifetime that is through you, through your body. And so I'm inviting you to imagine that you are standing on Mother Earth. Your feet are planted on the ground, standing firmly. You can feel the ground beneath your feet. In the distance, you can see a fire that is burning. This was a fire that kept you warm. You can feel the wind, the gentle breeze on your skin. You can hear the birds in the trees. You can feel the sun on your skin. And you really feel rooted and grounded and connected to Mother Earth in this moment. As you look around, you notice that you are surrounded by trees, a forest of tall trees. And intuitively, you know that these trees have deep roots. These are ancient trees. You start walking through the forest. And as you do, you can sense the energy. It's almost as if you can feel and see the energy of the trees. There is one tree that feels to be calling out to you in this moment. It almost seems to be leaning towards you, inviting you to lean on this tree, to wrap your arms around, hug the tree, perhaps choose to sit down and rest with your back on the tree, just connecting, receiving the medicine. And I'm inviting you to see this tree as a symbol of what you are creating, what you are launching out into the world. The roots of the tree are strong, deep, and they represent the foundation, the values, the rootedness, the grounding, the stability of your offer and your creation. So what are the values? What are the truths? What is the foundation of what it is that you are creating? What are the non-negotiables? What is just so clear? And if it feels good, you can write that down. And you can sense how these roots are drawing from Mother Earth. And in this way, you are drawing from your inner wisdom, your truth, these values, this grounded energy, this foundation of what you are creating comes from you. It is not something that is coming from outside of you. And then as you connect to this tree, you can connect to the beautiful trunk and then sense the branches now expanding off in many different directions. I'd like you to feel that these branches are the different paths. Perhaps you have created an offer. Perhaps you are busy writing a book, and those different branches are the different chapters. Or you've just downloaded a beautiful offer suite, and each branch is its own offer, or in one offer, perhaps each branch is a part of the journey. So just feel into what is coming through for you. Connect into that idea of what it is that you are launching, that you are focusing on this week. And I'd like you to write down what are the branches for you. And then connecting into the fruit of the tree. What is the fruit of your tree? And I'd like you to see how that fruit, feel, perceive how that fruit is the gift. It is the gift for you. It is the gift for your clients or your audience or your readers, your community, and also for you. And I invite you to write down what the gift is for your community and what the gift is for you. And there may be many. With this connection to what it is that you are creating, this grounded energy, Place your hand on your heart. Breathe into your heart space. Imagine that you have beautiful golden roots stemming out of the soles of your feet, grounding you into Mother Earth, giving you access to this deep, ancient wisdom. Feeling your connection to the cosmos. Your ability to receive divine downloads while you are grounded in your body. And ask, what am I being called to do first? What is my next step? Where do I feel called to lean, to flow? What is the next action step? That's all the same question, just in different ways of expressing it. And write down the first thing that comes up, that bubbles up, whatever it is, without judgment. Thank you, air. So air will continue to support you to trust the guidance that you receive. And then, feeling that grounded connection, I'm inviting you to take the action, whatever it is that came through. Staying grounded, staying connected, using your breath to keep you connected. You can ask again. Once I have completed that, what is the next step? And write down whatever comes through. And my recommendation is that you do that for no more than 3 action steps. Anything over 3 for me personally becomes too much. Sometimes 1 clear step drops in, sometimes 10 clear steps drop in, and that's fine. But don't push it. If only 1 comes through, then let it be 1. If you feel in flow and you can do 2, then do 2. If you can do 3, great. And then staying connected and grounded, perhaps go outside, plant your feet on the ground, go and hug a tree, go and smell the roses, connect to Mother Earth. Mother Earth holds powerful codes. The frequency of Mother Earth, of nature, is here for us to be supported, to be grounded into our truth and our power. And then with the support of fire, igniting your passion, the support of air, knowing your truth, understanding it clearly, being able to express yourself clearly, go and take the action. And I'm inviting you to do that today. Whatever it is that you are being called to do, go and do it. And of course, I would love for you to come back and share how that goes. But in this moment, I would love for you to share what is that action step that came through for you. And sometimes the action is go and rest. Follow your guidance. I want to say the key here, the key is to follow the guidance. And that is what water helps us do. Water supports us in being able to trust and surrender and trust in the guidance, so that even though from a realistic point of view, resting may not be the logical thing to do, if you follow your guidance and you rest, it will support you. It is in my moments of rest when I used to tell myself, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing that. And I used to push, 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 and then land up flat on my face. Now I rest, even if I have targets to meet, or even if I have X, Y, and Z that needs to happen, and really I shouldn't be resting. I listen and I rest. And this is also what Earth teaches us. Earth teaches us to nourish and honor our entire being. And in those moments of rest is when I have my most creative ideas that turn into the most expansive, actual reality of programs and courses and people and experiences. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you so much love. And please let me know what came through for you, what your next step is. And tomorrow is water, tomorrow is glorious. Water is not only trusting and surrender, but it's also very much connected to allowing, receiving, and in that way, abundance. So I will see you then. Lots